Whew, no time for bees today. It's gonna have to be tomorrow. Well, for today, my plan is specific, my mission is clear. Yeah, right, we'll see how long that lasts when I get into the hives. Good afternoon there, folks. This is Barry's Best Honey. I'm Mike, and I do bees. Welcome back to another day in my 2020 beekeeping season, where I take you all the way from winter through to the next fall, here in my small operation in southeast Louisiana. And remember, this is not a how-to video. It's just me logging and documenting my days through an entire season. But if you happen to pick up any tips and tricks, that's wonderful. And if you have any tips and tricks for me, leave me in the comment section. So what we have to do today is, I've got a list of things I want to follow up on this weekend for. I think I've finally gotten some stability going on. Things were getting crazy this bee season because everything happened so early. But I don't have to go through every single hive. I've got a few specifics, but bees tend to change your plans. So I will take a peek in each lid, maybe flip some boxes to check if I see a lot of population and be sure they're not forming swarm cells. But I won't put every bit of that in the video. What I'm going to do is there's specific things I need to do. There's a couple hives I want to go ahead and add some queen excluders to, and some supers that are drawn out. And that's because I don't use queen excluders. I use them, but not for honey production. Even in comb honey, I always put a super of solid honey above it and then put the comb honey, and it works just fine. But my timing is the two different years I tried to use them, the timing was bad, and I honestly believe it caused swarms. And that wasn't the excluder's fault, that was my fault, because I don't know how to time them just right when the brood nest is at its peak, yet not ready to swarm, yet ready for, I mean, I know how to do, time my honey supers, but I think it's more precise with the excluder, it seems like, unless you get them on early. So that's what I'm trying this year. And I'm only doing that because things have happened so fast, and we're not yet at the build-up privet flow. But they're bringing in some nectar. So what I don't want to happen is to begin to jam anything up with nectar, prevent the brood nest from expanding, and just sticking drawn or undrawn foundation on there. That could be a mistake. So what I want to do is go ahead and super these up with excluders. And it's not that I mind the queen getting in the medium. I've had that happen several times, and the way it works is, that's why I don't use excluders. She'll go in, she'll lay some eggs. Later, as the tallow flow hits, it's a very, very heavy flow here in Louisiana, but those bees in the super emerge, they backfill it with honey, and it works out fine. But since we're so early, what I don't want to do is get up in there and continue to just use that as your basic brood chamber. So I'm going to put excluder on. I think I got 2 hives, maybe 3. I brought the equipment out, as you see, and I'm going to go ahead and super those up. I got a couple I want to see. For example, this one back here, number 5. I want to see if it can be split. Because other than that, all my splits are done that I want to split. I want to check some strength on a couple nukes to see if they're ready for 10 frame boxes. I got a couple other things. I got to check to see if my queens are laying from my 4 week ago splits. So I got to check those. And I'll just look for eggs, and I think that's about it. I might check on that little tiny swarm, see what they're doing. And what else? I want to check that abandoned hive and see if I can possibly split that one. But I had a gigantic swarm way up 30 foot in a tree in my front yard. I think that was that hive, because there's not as many bees there, and that's fine. I didn't pay attention to that hive that much. I just kind of wanted it to straighten itself out. But I'll look in it and see if I can possibly split it. But I'm gonna try and zip through this really quick. But I say that every time, don't I? And they're not really quick. Alright guys, so I'm going to go get my suit and get my gloves. I got my equipment out here, and we're going to get started real fast. And I got my list that I really would like to stick to today. I'll see you in just a bit. Alright folks, this is what I got. You see that? That's a list. I like to go through my log, list what I really want to get done that day. That's kind of what I'm doing. On my list today is to check this hive, number 4, see if it needs a deep yet. It was close last week. Had carpenter ants in it. Now, a couple of them left. I don't have a problem. These, once I get carpenter ants, if I can't get them to improve, as far as getting rid of them, I ditch the inner covers. And then it takes care of itself. I had to do that a couple years ago. So let's take a look. Okay. So, I do think I have finally caught up. Like I said, I'm somewhat not ahead of the bees, but I don't think they're terribly far ahead of me now. This thing's got good drone population as far as drone brood, good bee population, and it's ready. It's ready for a deep. So we don't have anything but a cup or two, so this is a good full hive. This has got good. I'm gonna start taking excluders out too, actually. At least put them to the medium. But this hive's ready for a deep. So how do I know? Count frames. 6 to 7 frames. It's time for a deep. We're full here. That one's kind of empty, but full. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the brood nest was packed all the way through when I looked from the bottom. No need. What I'm going to do is take a frame out of here and seed it up. So, and presto, I got more frames. I ran back in to get them. Been wanting like a side-by-side or something. Be able to run back and forth, but you know, I think when opportunity doesn't present itself, in other words, if the Lord don't give me opportunity to get one, it's probably good that I am running back and forth. I need to exercise. So here's what I'm gonna do. Show you what I do. I'm pull a frame out of here, and not an end frame. Pull a brood frame. Doesn't matter if the queen's on it. Doesn't matter. Stand it. Just gonna pull a frame to seed up. See, they're all drawn down here. It's looking good. Oops, I squished the bee. There's a good brood frame right there. Tell you what, look at that. Yeah. So, you see that frame? What I'm gonna do with that, I'm gonna put that in the top. And of course, look, I looked down and didn't even look, but there's my queen running around. It don't matter if she's up top, but I'm gonna move her down, and the reason why I'm moving her down, guys, is because I just took those frames out of the freezer. There she is. And being I just took them out of the freezer, I gotta strategically place them so I don't get chilled brood until they can warm them up. Come on out, girl. She's out of the cage. Oh, she just flew up. Everybody stand still. Stand still. Alright guys, gonna have to check them in another day or so. I'll probably go through it tomorrow and just double check, make sure she came back. If she goes to another hive, she'll be killed and I'll have to make a new one. Don't want that. Let's jump on number 5. I just don't know if this hive is going to be splittable this year. We may just have to super it and see what happens. It sure is heavy on top. It's full. Yeah, I think it could be split. Let's take a look underneath. I'd say it is ready. Yeah, I want to see what's down there. That's why you smoke. Look at that. That's swarm preparation right there. So I want to find the queen, and I want to put this on bottom without the queen. It's going to be a lengthy one here. What I might do is split this one off to a new location. We got some cups going in. Let's see if we can find the queen cager. I want to find the queen because they're making swarm preparation, so what I want to do is simulate a swarm. Push comes to shove, I'll put an excluder in here. Shake everybody at the bottom. That's a nice pattern. It's going to be a nice queen. This was a cutout. I think I told y'all in one video. Some ways back. It was a fall cutout in the rain. It started raining. Just started sucking bees up. Didn't know if I got the queen. And man, this thing has excelled. It produced last year. Pulled on through winter this year. It's a beautiful day, so I'm just taking my time. I'll chop the video up so I don't bore you guys, but it's such a pretty day. I mean, I'm breaking a good sweat, but I can sweat in 40-degree weather, so it doesn't matter. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go down to this one here. I'm gonna go ahead and work it down here since I got a solid lid here. Oh, that is so heavy, my goodness. So I'm gonna work it down here where I can get on my knees and rest my back a little bit. Bending over like that all day long. I got a couple bulging discs. Alright, wow, there's the queen right there, perfect. Y'all see her? So we're probably just gonna move this box. I'm gonna cage her. So, let's cage her. Let's lay her here, keep her there. And what I'm gonna do, she's got enough bees. She's got a ton of brood. Both of them are gonna have enough bees and brood. I might give them one shake just because there's going to be a bunch of field bees coming back, but what I want to do is move some eggs in the bottom. And I want to move, oh man, this frame in the bottom. It's got the cells, cups going in. Y'all see those? Well, you know what? There ain't nothing in them, so there you go. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. Let's get y'all back up top, bird's eye view. I tell you, this tripod is so tough compared to my other one. This is the way it moves and certain movements it's got. I know where my queen's at. Giving them some eggs. Give them a little bit of honey. We got an egg. Here we go. Get my bottom. I'm gonna give her these. There she is on top. There she goes. There she goes. Get down in there. There she goes. There she goes. We didn't lose that one. Okay, so this split is done. They think she's still in there. Let's get out. Y'all get out. We're done with you. Let's do this. Come on, girls. Alright. Oh. Here's another hive. Alright guys, there we go. Number 5 ended up needing a split. I knew it was getting closer and closer and closer, but they must have had a nice brood emergence just recently. Those cups were all empty. That's a good thing. I still left that frame in there. I gave the bottom one eggs. They're now queenless. They have eggs, they have brood, they have everything. They have field bees coming back. I've got the queen and a bunch of bees in the other one. I'm gonna take that down the road a little later this evening, but and let them get building up. All right, got to move on. Got some other tasks to do. All right, good old number 11. So I got that split done. As I open this hive up, I got a question for everybody, and I haven't really read this anywhere. I don't know where. Probably need to look it up. But so I like to shake bees into the queen, knowing that some of those are field bees. They're going to leave. But how many, if you take brood frames out of the middle of the nest, whether top or bottom, how many are actually field bees? Like how many bees do you lose off of those frames? That's what I wonder. I don't know what that percentage is. I don't know that I've ever read that anywhere. So you look at this hive. This hive is doing good. Let's go ahead and try this out. Let's attempt to do it again, but this time I'm giving them good drawn super. Start putting it up here. All right, let's see what happens in another week. Our flow here starts in April if the privet blooms, and I can look at privet right now, and there's one right over here, and it's got little buds on it already. If the privet blooms, then April will be a flow, and a good one too if it blooms good. A lot of times that's the buildup. That's where we use them to build up our second deeps. And if we already have a hive like this, they fill up a super force, and we take that nice floral honey. But then our earnest flow comes in May here. Here's the privet, guys. You see that? Now some privet, change of voice here, some privet does not have even leaves on it yet. But not all privet blooms every single year. I think it comes to a point where it stops blooming. I read somewhere how it blooms, but this is going to bloom. Matter of fact, look at that. Look at that. So we're doing right by putting a super on here. See what we got, 'cause and she might want to lay up here. You know, you never know. You never know. Well, that bottom has a bit of a roar. They just don't seem like they're not roaring so loud that you can't hear yourself think. So I don't know. Full of nectar. So they're definitely not worried with the queen right now. Yeah, see, it's all bee bread. And now you can hear the roar in the bottom. Now there's a bit of a roar down there. So I'm gonna put a frame of brood right there. I'm gonna leave this one out. It doesn't hurt to put a frame of brood, and if I see cells after I give them a frame of brood, guess what? She wasn't there to begin with, and we were waiting in vain. We're just losing a week at this point. And I lose time in my bees anyway by letting them make their own queen, but that's okay. I accept that fact. That's just how I do it. Alright, let's check these old gals and see what they got going on. Starting to get up here in the top. Oh wait, never mind. There's a queen right there. Look at there, up top. We're not gonna put any brood in there after all. What I'm gonna do is put this frame back in, let her get laying. Now I yanked the frame out of the middle. It's a good thing I didn't kill her. Just seeing that, you know, with that loud roar, I didn't like that. I didn't see any eggs in the bottom. But you saw a queen. You saw her, I saw her. So I slid it in very carefully and just put her right back in. She's there. I didn't want to see if she's laying yet, but she's long, so she's probably mated. And it takes them. It takes them about 4 days, I understand, but after they emerge, which is 16 days, so up to 20 days, and then they can go out and get mated. And then they come back and begin to lay here and there. Sometimes they're sporadic. Sometimes you'll see double eggs in a cell. You'll see them on the side sometimes. To fool you, you're thinking it's a laying worker. And I forgot what our mentor or teacher or instructor used to say, that she didn't get it right all the time, right off the bat, because she had bubbles in her butt. All right, that's just what he said. So she'd lay blanks, she'd lay doubles sometimes, they'd be up against it, but after a week or so, she should be straightened out. So we got her at 4 weeks now. You know, this is the 5th one. She's doing good. She's in there, looked healthy. So we're gonna leave her alone. Got my box crooked here, and we're gonna just let her be. So now that hive behind me, there's a chance there was still a queen in there. That's why I say 6 weeks. I wait, and this is a prime example of why I wait 6 weeks sometimes, because I don't have her laying at 5 yet. She was in there, so you don't know what happened. They could have swarmed. The numbers are really low in here, so they might have swarmed, took a virgin with them, and this is still a virgin. You just don't know the timing, everything. That is an issue when you want to make your own. If you want to make your own queens, I keep saying make your own, we're not making them. If you want to allow your bees to make queens, those are some of the pitfalls and some of the disadvantages that you can have from it. So looking at my list, okay, boom, 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 we're down to 12. Eggs are good. Now number 22, I needed to watch number 22 to make sure they didn't swarm, because I forgot what my notes said, why I wrote that down, but oh, that was our split. And we want to make sure that, I'm just going to pop the top and make sure they got numbers, because they had swarm cups with, several swarm cups with eggs and larvae in them, and I put them down here plus some brood and took the queen away and a bunch of bees. It doesn't mean they still won't swarm with a virgin and, you know, leave another virgin behind to get mated. So that's what I want to check in there. Take a look. Let's get you down close. Let's take a look. Ooh, got it stuck down good. Alright, now, they're queenless. I'm not going to mess with them because they're trying to get a new queen. But as I look at the numbers, and I did just give them a puff of smoke, I would say we still got good numbers. Now, we just let them get up for a minute. Let's let them get up. What they'll do is they'll begin to come on back up. Let's put you down on the frames themselves. Alright, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my note said to watch for swarming. They didn't go anywhere. But the new queen has to still emerge. So just watching for swarming. We've got good numbers. I'm going to get them on back in there. Alright, let's move our nuke back here. Oh, it's getting heavy too. Let's put our bottom board right here. Now, which hive is this? Number 25. And on my list of things to do for this is see if we want to go ahead and put a super on it. I got it stuck down good. I know I'm going to open the front up a little bit. So a little smoke to them. On here. I'd say that's a big 10-4. somewhere to put some nectar. Not this hive, it's a good hive. Alright guys, gotta go next door. Hey there folks, all wrapped up. Broke a good sweat. It's not that hot though. It's probably mid-70s. I think it got in the 80s today, but it's mid-70s. I was in the shade most of the time. It's just I sweat a lot. Wait till the summer videos. Anyway, it was a nice slow-paced day. So the camera, the amount of video time is astronomical, but I was just kind of goofing in between, going and getting stuff. You know, I brought some stuff out with me, but I was just taking my time. A real pretty day, but I forgot I needed to plant irises. So I may have missed that window. Because we split a hive while we were out there, and I'm gonna go ahead and take that one down the road. Went through some other inspections, added some honey supers with excluders. Gonna see how that works. I'm gonna watch those closely. Added some drawn comb here and there, check some strengths. That's basically what we did. Just a normal day. I had a list of things to do. I followed my list. I didn't go crazy and go through all the different hives because I think I'm kind of right beside them now. They're not too far ahead, and I'm beside them, so I'm not ahead of them. With all that, I guess that's really all I have to follow up on that video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you're enjoying the series, those of you that are following us. And if you aren't following, maybe you can go back and kind of catch up where we're at, and I hope you do start following. I appreciate everybody that's watching. I surely do. I appreciate everybody that's subscribed. I appreciate the comments. It's just me having fun right now. So anyway, if you did like it, give it a thumbs up if you don't mind. And hey, if you aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload a video. And share the video. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Share it with those that just like to watch bees. And I'm going to go ahead and call this a day. I appreciate it once again. This is Barry's Best Honey. I'm Mike, and I do bees. Y'all have a great evening, and God bless y'all.